Hi guys, we're going to now do a song called Pumpkin Stew. So, if you don't know what a stew is, it's something you eat. It usually has a lot of ingredients and it cooks for a long time. It's kind of like soup with lots of ingredients, lots of meat and vegetables and all other yummy things. I'm going to sing the song for you now. Pumpkin stew, pumpkin stew, what shall I put in my pumpkin stew? So the song is saying the word pumpkin stew 2 times and then ask a question. It says, what shall I put in my pumpkin stew? Every time you hear me say pumpkin stew, I want you to clap like this. Pumpkin stew, pumpkin stew. Then you're going to put your hands out like you're asking a question. What shall I put in my pumpkin stew? Can you try that with me? All right, 1, 2, ready, go. Pumpkin stew, pumpkin stew. What shall I put in my pumpkin stew? After that part, we're going to do this. It goes, stir it up, my pumpkin stew. Stir it up, my pumpkin stew. Now, you'll need to ask your adult first, but I want you to see if you can use a bowl or a pot and a spoon. And when I sing pumpkin stew, what shall I put in my pumpkin stew? You're going to clap and do your hands like that. When I say stir it up, you're going to pretend like you're stirring it with your pot and your spoon. If you don't have a pot and spoon, you can just pretend like this. All right, here goes. 1, 2, ready, go. Pumpkin stew, pumpkin stew. What shall I put in my pumpkin stew? Stir it up, my pumpkin stew. Stir it up, my pumpkin stew. Now, I want you to think and put an imaginary ingredient into the stew. All right, put it in. All right, you put it in. Now we're going to start over. Don't forget to clap now. Pumpkin stew, pumpkin stew. What shall I put in my pumpkin stew? Stir it up, my pumpkin stew. Stir it up, my pumpkin stew. Now I want you to think, and I want you to put a new ingredient in. So think, and I want you to pretend like you're making it. So put your ingredient in. All right, now we're going to sing our song again. This time I'm going to help you clap. Ready, go. Pumpkin stew, pumpkin stew. What shall I put in my pumpkin stew? Stir it up, my pumpkin stew. Stir it up, my pumpkin stew. All right, think of what you're going to put in next. Put in your favorite food. This is the last thing you're putting in your stew. Are you ready? Now we're going to sing our song. And 1, 2, ready, go. Pumpkin stew, pumpkin stew. What shall I put in my pumpkin stew? Stir it up, my pumpkin stew. Stir it up, my pumpkin stew. Now, you get to have a pretend bite of your stew. So get your spoon, get yourself a bite. I bet your stew is delicious. Mine is fantastic. Now I want you to go to the next slide and I want you to see how we do the rhythm for pumpkin stew.